We just saw you do 9 hard rounds with CC Salif, Malik Scott, Lance Whitaker. That was some fast-paced rounds for heavyweights, man.
Yeah, it definitely is. Malik Scott, fast man, fast hands. He's very agile and makes me work, man. He frustrates me in the ring because he's just so fast. But yeah, it's great work. CC Salif, smart man in the ring, knows how to put his punches together and has good defense. And Lance Whitaker, just a big, powerful man that has a real strong jab and a real strong right hand that I always got to be my P's and Q's. So, I got 3 tough sparring partners that I always got to be ready for anything.
And you brought in Daryl Hudson for this camp as your strength coach, strength and conditioning. And he worked with Winky Wright, a bunch of other fighters. Tell me what it was like working with him. I talked to him earlier, so.
Nah, you know what? It's good, man. It's, work my ass off every morning. And, at first, we put so much work into the morning that in the evening session, sometimes I didn't have nothing left. But then, we find our even ground, and now we know how to work enough in the morning to have a lot in the evening. And then later on, after we're done with boxing, we do some more work in the ring. So we find a middle ground, and we're just hitting our stride and going along with it.
And this is something you've never done before. This is all new, right?
Yeah, this is very new. It sucked, bro. I ain't gonna lie. But I loved it because it reminded me of my football days and my basketball days when you have to go work out twice a day. So it feels good.
And talk about your opponent, Vitali Klitschko. This is gonna be a chance for history for you. The first time a Mexican fighter's ever won the heavyweight title. I know there's a lot of people in SoCal pulling for you. How's that feel? Is it a lot of pressure? Do you feel excited about it?
You know what?
I mean, what is it?
It's motivation, man. Mm-hmm. They're like dangling the carrot right there just for me to grab it. So now I just got to go and grab the carrot and keep it out here.
And I know it's like in the gym, there's tons of people just watching you in here every day. I mean, is it like that every day or?
Yeah, it is, man. It is like that every day. Especially on sparring days, and then there's that added pressure that, get hit, you got to come back, just like in every fight. So I enjoy it. I thrive with that. I'm not a guy that's gonna get like, deer in headlights and just freeze up, be like, holy shit, what the fuck am I doing here? I'm not like that at all.
Yeah, and you get a lot of questions about, your conditioning and this and that, and you've admitted in the past when you fight, lesser guys, you just weren't as motivated. I mean, have you figured out the right mix to always be, at your best? Or?
No, I haven't figured out the right mix, but I figured out that Vitali Klitschko is the right mix for this fight. So, come this fight, I know that I have to come ready, I have to come prepared, and I gotta, be ready to go 12 rounds and go to war with this man for whatever rounds may be.
And Henry was saying too that, a lot of people think, oh, you guys are gonna go in there, bang for 3 rounds and it's over. But he kind of thinks that you're gonna get better as the fight goes, and you're better in the deeper waters.
I am. The thing is that people really haven't seen it, and like Henry said, it ain't my fault that I knock him out, but I get stronger as the rounds progress and stuff like that. Because I start catching my second win, and I feel like my second win is when I'm even stronger.
And in the past we've seen you, and whenever you fight a top guy, you have your best performances. Do you feel like we still haven't even seen the best of you yet, and it's coming?
You really haven't, because I haven't really had to reach into my bag of tricks and try to use my lateral movement, my side steps and stuff like that. So, I think this fight we're gonna have to throw a little dirt into this rugged sport.
We're gonna see everything.
Everything, man.
The other thing too is you grew up around boxing. I mean, Chick Lee knows you from back when you were a little kid. Everybody's kind of seen you grow up, in the sport. Talk about, just when you were a kid going to fights, and now you're going to be that spotlight fight at Staples Center on HBO. I mean, it's got to be kind of a dream, right?
This reminds me of the days when Julio Chavez used to go all over the place. We used to see him all the time. We used to go to Lincoln Park. Used to go to Bell out of a Azteca boxing club and all those gyms. But I remember watching him all the time training. And now I feel like I'm in that kind of a scenario because all the cameras were in him back then. And the thing about it that I loved most about Chavez was that he always took time and talked to everybody and signed autographs and stuff like that. And that's one thing that I try to emulate the most possible.
Yeah, it seemed like you were doing that. I mean, in between your last reps there when everybody's coming up with a photo or something.
Got to do it though, I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for the fans, man. You know, I'm here to entertain, and as much you know, I'm training and stuff like that. You know, during the break, if I can't do it, why not?
Well, hey man, everybody's wishing you a lot of luck and success, and thanks for taking the time, man.
Thank you, man.